Testing, 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 test, 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 testing, 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 test, 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 testing, test, 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 testing, test ickles, a test ickles. Welcome everyone to episode 719 of the Daily Mother. Whoa, the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and just absolute jackcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Oh. Everest and K2 flexing on you. Today, we are getting yoked from our head to our feet because Papa Swolio is going balls deep with the knowledge nukes and the knowledge fisting. Welcome, everyone, to episode 719 of the Daily Swole. It's the Daily Swole. What up, brother Swole? What's up, Casey? How am I coming in? Am I coming in hot? Am I coming in hot? How am I smelling? How's my sound smelling? We smelling tight? We smelling right and tight. Welcome everyone that's joining me on the Quadcast live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Swolenormous, live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And remember, you can catch every episode on the podcast, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcast, every single fucking episode. 719. 719. What's going on Instagram? Ramos Nubs. What's up, Nubs? What's up, Nubbies? What we got going on Facebook? Vince is here. Michael, Casey, Tobias. We got Tony in the house on YouTube, and of course, people filing in on Twitch. So thank you so much. And thank you so much, everyone that supports the show. And thank you so much for the donations on Twitch yesterday. I really appreciate it. So thank you again for everyone that was donating yesterday on Twitch. Jason, what up, Pimp Master Papa Swole? Should I change my name to Pimp Master Papa Swole? Was that Llama Guerre Roll on Twitch? What up? Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. What up, Papa Dog? What up, Dale? Dale on Twitch. Genevieve on Facebook. You know what? Sometimes it doesn't happen all the time because I know everyone's got busy lives. You know, we're all doing our thing, and I know you are doing your thing. You got your gym, you have your responsibilities or whatever you want to call them, But then some days everyone just comes in, right? Some days the team is just here. Sometimes the team is just here. The team, the Papa Swolio, the Swole team just shows up. Like everyone, all the big names, all the old trustees. Jay Cliffs, newbies want to know if you're wearing pants, Papa Swolio. That is the beauty of the Daily Swole. You don't know if I'm wearing pants. And I will be honest, sometimes I am not wearing pants. Sometimes I am not wearing pants. But that is just the facts. That's just the truth. Sometimes I wear pants, sometimes I don't. And today I'm wearing short pants. I had this discussion yesterday, really weird discussion, whether shorts are short pants or pants are long shorts. And I'm a fan. I mean, I believe that shorts are short pants, thus they're called shorts. They're pants, but they are shorter pants. So they're called shorts. You know, which came first? The toga came first. I hope you aren't wearing pants today. Oh, you naughty, you dog. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. It's getting too hot in here. All right, this is going to be an X-rated Swolecast. Shants, short pants. All right, we're getting off. I can't say we get off topic because we're not even on topic, but welcome everyone to the show. Today's topic is machine training. We're going to talk about training with machines, just doing workouts with machines. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about having machines in your workout, whether it's upper body, lower body, doing machines. And when I say machines, I mean anything from leg press to a cable machine. Those are all considered machines, but I'm really talking about like the chest machine, you know, where you put the stack and the pin in the stack. Talk about machines that are usually not plate loaded, but what should I say? Weight stack loaded where you use the pin. Now there's different types of machines and I will go into them. I will address the other types of machines like the hammer strength, the plate loaded machines, because they are different, but we're going to dig into that today about free weights versus machines. And essentially, is machine training bad? And should you be doing machines? Should you be addressing that? Should you be attacking machines? And those of you that are new to the show, first off, if it's your first show, you have to say what up. You have to say what up, say it's your first Swole, say it's your virgin Swole. Got a bunch of big things going on. I'm going to put this out there before we start right now. Right now, those of you, a lot of you, I see the names. A lot of you are already Swolenormous X members. And I just want to make this announcement because a bunch of you have uh, already seen this in an email, but right now there's a special offer for Swolenormous X, my private membership site, 7-day free trial. So you can get immediate access to Swolenormous X for free today and start getting your swole on, and it'll ramp you up. I guarantee it. Summer's around the corner. Summer's here, essentially. Summer's here. Like, no fucking joke. I'm in Florida. Summer's here. The temperature gauge on my car is off the charts today. So hot. It's not even that so hot out of the ordinary. It's just humid. The humidity is here. The humidity is here. But anyway, summer's coming. You're going to start taking off your clothes. The snow's melting. If you're up north, if you're in Florida, you already know what it's all about. But 7-day free trial, swolenormousx.com. Check it out. There's a link in my Facebook description. You can find it. Just type it in if you know how to spell. Use my name, the letter X at the end, swolenormousx.com. Oliver on Facebook. Short pants are what women, rednecks, and skinny jean dudes wear. Shorts are shorts. Oh, you mean like capris? I'm not a fan of capris. To be honest, I see a lot of that on Instagram and it scares me. I see a lot of grown ass men, like fitness people, wearing capris and loafers. Capris and loafers, for some reason, I'm seeing as a trend. Am I correct in saying that, in thinking that? That's like the new thing, capris and loafers. Like, fuck that shit. Capris and loafers. Go fuck yourself if you wear capris and loafers. If you're a man, I don't care if you're gay or straight. It has nothing to do with that. If you're an adult male and you're wearing capris and loafers, go fuck yourself. Who wears short shorts? Pop, I wear short shorts. I wear short shorts. Don't get me wrong. You gotta flaunt the quads. How can I show off the quad sweep if I'm wearing like long baggy? I hate that, by the way. I hate that, by the way. I do not like baggy shorts in the gym. What's your go-to while we get into machine training? I want you to drop in the comments below because this is where the Daily Swole gets fucking awesome because all these little side conversations and side discussions come into play. What's your go-to gym outfit? Because for me, I don't like anything baggy. I like shorts above the knees for sure, and they have to move a certain way. They have to fit me a certain way because I don't like anything. I don't like extra material in the gym. I also do wear tights. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I think it's an awesome trend. I love lifting tights, gym tights, but I do think you need to have like muscle. Some people that are like, they look like a stick and they're wearing tights. It's like, plus you can't show the ball sack. Don't be wearing tights and have like your package hanging out. Like no one wants to see that shit. When they're Under Armour like compression, they're designed to be worn under shit. It's like don't wear them. Don't wear them on top. It's like wearing underwear to the gym. But I do like that because there's no extra material, right? There's no extra material flopping around. Plus, when you use things like resistance bands or the tubing, you don't want a lot of material around the pants, bunching up. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Tights too. I mean, as a dude, I'm not afraid. I don't give a shit. I don't care if anyone makes fun of my man bun, tights, my toe shoes. I mean, fuck your couch 6 ways to Sunday. I really don't care. But that's what I like. But what's your go-to? Hoodie and sweatpants. One more thing, one more rant. Not a fan of the t-shirt with like the hood on it or the sleeveless shirt with a hood on it. Like, are you cold? Is your head cold, but your arms are hot? Like, where's this trade-off? Like, where are we? What's this balance that we're trying to create where we have no sleeves and a hood? I never got that. We got here. Ooh, you're on camera. Ooh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Watch this, fam. You ready? 5-second break. Watch this. Watch. Ooh, look at see. Everyone see in the corner? Wait, you can see this on YouTube. Shake it around a little bit. Move it. So, you see that? You can't see on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube and Twitch. You can see it. It's bacon. Hold on, hold on. So exciting. Mm. Oh, now I'm not going to ruin the podcast and chew on the podcast. So hold on. Time out. Mm. I'll finish that later. The last thing anyone wants to hear, listen to a podcast, is someone fucking crunch bacon. But that is good shit. If you don't have a bacon delivery service, you need to get one. You need to get one. Tight leggings and a tank top. Okay, so drop it still down below what your go-to outfit is, and let's start jamming. And you can see in the background right here, got the bacon over here. So it's gonna be hard for me to do a quality podcast when I'm just eyeballing that bacon in the corner and it's just lofting. So let's talk about machines. Let's talk about machines and free weights. So what's your preference while you're dropping down what you like to wear in the gym? What's your go-to in the gym? Do you prefer machines or do you prefer free weights? Most of you know I'm going to say I prefer free weights. You're not going to get huge. You're not going to get huge. I shouldn't say that. If you want to get huge, now, not all of you want to get huge. It doesn't matter. If you want to build muscle, if you want to build muscle, so this goes for any of you, ladies, gentlemen, that want to lose fat and lose weight, fine. That's absolutely fine. You want to build muscle. So we've done this many, many times when it comes to females. Should females be lifting weights? Should guys be lifting weights when you want to cut? I want to try to lose weight. I want to lose extra body fat and then I'm going to bulk up. So I'm going to cut first and then I'm going to bulk. We've been over this so many times. You need to build muscle. Everyone needs to build muscle. Agreed? Are we agreed on that right now? Everyone needs to build muscle, no matter what your goal is, whether you're trying to build or you're trying to cut in terms of overall size. You have extra body fat, you should be lifting. You are skinny, you want to gain weight, you should be lifting. So float some biceps if you agree. Float some biceps if you agree on lifting weights. Men, women, everyone should be lifting weights. I'm assuming we're agreed. I see a lot of hearts. Float some biceps in the comments. Let's make it rain biceps. Float some emojis, biceps for days. Thank you, Tony, on YouTube. I appreciate it. Make sure we get those biceps going on Instagram. African Bell, thank you. Vince on Facebook. All right, we got the biceps popping up. Jason, Lauren, hell fucking yeah. So drop some biceps. Dale on Twitch. I use a combination of the two, machine and free weights. So let's talk a little bit about the machines. First off, there's different kinds of machines. Now, let's define what those are. I just said that cables are technically machine because you would say you're not going to say the cable apparatus. No one calls them cable free weights. We call them the cable machine, right? You do cable crossovers for chest or tricep extensions. We call that the cable machine, the cable crossover machine or a cable machine because it is a machine. It's a structure, okay? So there's those types of machines, the cables. Now, those are going to have a lot of variability because the cables allow you to adjust the height in many cases, adjust the angle of pull. So it's different than a free weight. So cables are really a great complement to free weights. They're a great complement to free weights because you can customize where the force is coming from. With free weights, the weight is always pulling down into the ground. With a free weight, it's gravity. The weight is always pulling down into the ground. That's always what's going on with free weights. It's always pulling down. That's why when you're doing a chest press and you're bringing the dumbbells up together, once you get about shoulder width and you're touching the dumbbells, you're not getting any more action on the chest. There's no more tension. You can isometrically squeeze, but you're not really squeezing against the pull of the weights, as opposed to having cables pulling from the sides when you're pushing together. You are trying to keep the cables together because the cable direction, the mechanical angle is trying to pull them apart. So cables are great. Cables are great. They're machines, but they're not the machines that I'm really talking about. I'm talking about the weight stack machines. Then you have the plate loaded machines. How many of you have used the hammer strength plate loaded machines before? How many of you have used the plate loaded ones where you put on a 45-pound plate? It's a machine. It has a seat, it has like a chest press. Some of them are lying down, some of them are seated upright. They have machines where you're doing preacher curls. Hammer strength makes a whole line of machines. And excuse me, I say hammer strength, but there's a bunch of companies out there that make plate loaded machines, but they're machines, but you put the weights on them. You put the plates on them. That's not a stack. Then you have those like Life Fitness machines at an LA Fitness gym or a Planet Fitness. You have these machines where it's just a weight stack and then you just do the exercise. And what I have found more often than not, the machines that have the weight stack usually move and restrict motion the most. The ones that are plate loaded, they do restrict motion. You can only push them in a specific direction, but more often than not, they're angled better for the actual exercise. They just have a better angle of movement. Like the hammer strength chest press, it pushes out and together. It has a really good contraction angle. A lot of those the plate loaded, not damn it, I'm gonna keep on fucking this up. The weight stack, the pin loaded chest press will just usually just go straight out. It's like a bar or a handle, and you just push it straight forward. There's not as much angle, there's not as much variability. Then some of you have already seen some of those free motion machines where it might be a seat, but you're actually holding on to cables. So that's very similar to cables, but they're machines using cables. So, of course, as technology progresses, as we get more technological with just everything, there's more science and there's more variability and there's more cool shit that they're going to put into machines. I think we all understand that. This is not the 1920s, not the 1950s. Fitness is popular. Technology has improved exponentially. So now we're going to start getting more and more machines that move better to the body. One of the inherent problems with machines is that they aren't meant to fit everyone. It's absolutely impossible to make a machine that's going to fit everyone perfectly. The seat can only go so far up and down. The angles can only accompany you so much, especially if it's like a fixed bar. So it's not only, or it's not optimally going to fit you as an individual. You, if someone's 6'5", they can adjust the seat, maybe adjust the back position, depending on the machine. Some machines, you can adjust the back seat position, you can adjust the bottom up and down, you can adjust different things. But with any machine, the more things you can adjust, the more variety it has in terms of angle, the less sturdy it is, and or the more expensive. So you might not be seeing that in your local gym. Depends on where you are and what machine it is. But the problem with those is that it's not meant for everyone. And oftentimes those machines lock you into positions, what we call a closed chain exercise. Those that are in the field, scientific definition of a closed chain exercise is literally you're locked in two positions. There's no open end. For example, when you're doing a pull up, it's an open chain exercise because your legs are swinging free. When you're doing a bench press with a bar and you're laying on your back, it's an open chain exercise because your arms are free to move the bar wherever they want. Same thing with dumbbells. When you're in a chest press and you're on a machine for chest press, for example, it's a closed chain exercise. Your back is flat against the machine, you're locked into position, your feet are on the ground, and your hands are on in a fixed position on the machine. And the problem or an issue that can come up big time with a closed chain exercise is your body can't move the way your body is designed. Your body cannot move left or right. You can't rotate your right shoulder because your right shoulder has some irritation or inflammation, or you're imbalanced. You're not even on both sides. Maybe your right shoulder is a little bit protracted or internally rotated, and it rubs a little bit differently. So with a free bar, you might turn a little bit or twist a little bit, or your hand might rotate a little bit with a dumbbell press, but on a machine, it can't. So you might get some more grinding and more inflammation in the joint. Some of you might have had that experience when you use a machine and your shoulder might bother you, or something might bother you after you use a specific machine. So you might avoid it, but you might not realize that's the reason why you're avoiding it. But that's very common. It's important, I think, to first off know where you want to go with your goals. That's always important. Understanding where you want to go, where you want to end up with your fitness. Machines are a tool. Food is a tool. Free weights are a tool. Machines are a tool. All these things are tools. Your foam roller is a tool. Your water bottle is a tool. These are all tools in a toolbox. If anyone has ever done carpentry, if anyone has ever done electrical work or worked on a car, you know that when you change your oil in a car, you're not using every single tool in your toolbox. You don't, if you go to a mechanic shop and you change your oil, you are not going to use every single wrench, every single socket, every single thing in the auto shop to change oil on one car. However, if you have a bunch of different cars, different years, different models, you have other tools that you'll use for certain cars, this, that, and the other. If you want to do an axle, you use different tools. If you want to do brakes, you use different tools. If you want to do whatever, interior work, you use different tools. The same thing with the gym. You're going to have different tools for different situations. But if you're trying to optimize your fitness, your wellness, your functionality, your mobility, all these things, in addition to building muscle, which we all discussed and we agreed that whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, you should be lifting weight to build muscle, to increase your metabolism, increase your utilized energy so you can create more of a deficit, so you can strengthen your bones, strengthen your hormone balance, and all these things that will help you lose weight and have a physique afterwards and stay functional and stay mobile. Free weights are best because they provide that. They allow your body to move the way it's supposed to. This is why, people, this is why I am such a huge proponent of yoga. If you are lifting heavy, you're going to keep your mobility, you're going to keep your flexibility, you're going to keep your range of motion, you're going to keep your body functional if you are creating that balance. If you create that balance with your weight training, you're going to stay healthier. You're going to move the way you're going to move the way your body is designed to move. We're all different. We all have different limb lengths. We all have different exact locations of our muscle insertion. We all have different thicknesses of our muscle bellies naturally, genetically. You can take 100 people, feed them the same foods, train them exactly the same way, and they're all going to end up looking different. People are going to have different lengths or different size, different types of peaks in their biceps. Not everyone's going to have a full peak. Not everyone's going to have a long bicep muscle. Some people might have short. Some people might have high calf attachments, low calf attachments that look like hams on the back of their ankles. Some people might have really tiny little ball-like calves on the back of behind their knees. So everyone's different. You can't assume that just by doing the same thing as someone else, you're going to get the same result and the same, visual and aesthetic appearance. But if we agree that everyone should be lifting weights, then machines are a tool in your toolbox. But I do not recommend relying on those. They could be beneficial, for example, if let's say you hurt your leg or you sprain your ankle. Okay. Doesn't mean you have to stop training completely. Maybe machines are better for you because you can't put a lot of pressure on your ankle. I've done that. I've been there. Like in college, I hurt my ankle. So I was like, limping around, but I could still go to the gym. I would just do things where I didn't have to stand, and machines come in handy. There are certain angles that machines can give you that free weights can't. Or because machines are locked in position, you can focus on the muscle or focus on a different part of the contraction that you might not be able to do with a free weight. So there are benefits to it, but I really think that's more advanced. Where a lot of gyms go wrong, in my opinion, but trust me, this opinion is very valid. And my opinion holds a lot of weight when it comes to fitness. That's why we're all here. When it comes to a new person in the gym, when you bring them to the gym and they get a gym membership, a lot of times you get a first workout with a personal trainer. Anyone ever take a first workout with a personal trainer at a gym? You ever get trained by a trainer? You join the gym, you get a free consultation, a free workout, shows you around the gym. Obviously, they're trying to sell you personal training and get you into that, but make sure it's a good insurance policy for the gym and make sure that everyone has a basic understanding of how the machines work. The interesting thing is a lot of times they show you the machines. They show you how to use a chest press machine. They show you how to do the row machine or a pull down machine or a leg press. They show you those things because they're easy to do. Okay. It's easy to remember. Oh, that's how that machine works. You come back, you do them again. In reality, it's not good for a person to come into the gym and the first thing they start doing is machines. It starts cementing really bad habits. It starts off on completely the wrong foot. You don't want to just go to the machines. You don't want to just go to the machines. You want to develop the proprioception. You want to develop the awareness. You need to develop that neuromuscular coordination that has been lost from all these years. However, it takes more time. It takes far more expertise than most trainers have at gyms. And let's just be honest. You can get a personal training certification on the fucking internet and never touch a weight in your life for like $100. There are certifications out there, by the way, that you can take a test, like a 50 question multiple choice or true or false test. You take it as many times as you want until you pass, and then you pay $99, and then they email you a certification. It's like $20 extra if you want them to mail it to you and print it out. There's no rule what certification a gym requires unless it's on their insurance or unless, there are some major certifications, major accredited certifications, but still, just because you have a certification doesn't mean you know what the fuck you're talking about. Trust me, I know plenty of people that have certifications that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. How do I know? I see them train. I see them train themselves. I see them train others. It's fucking scary. It's fucking scary. Trust me. Trust me. It's scary out there. It's like doctors. A lot of doctors don't know their fucking ass from their elbows. A lot of trainers know even less about their ass or their elbows. let alone glutes, let alone fucking anything in the gym. God, the shit that I see in the fucking gym. When you use the tools at your disposal properly and you approach your fitness from a functional foundational approach, you are going to win every time because your long term approach is solid. You're looking at it from the right way. And you need to be focusing on developing those good habits at the beginning, not when it's too late. You don't want to be doing corrective exercise after you get an injury. Why do corrective exercise after you've gotten injured? Why not do corrective exercise and do these preventative exercises so you don't get injured? So you strengthen the muscles, so you strengthen your core, so you strengthen those foundational muscles so you don't end up getting a major injury. This is my approach. This is why I encourage for all of you. That's why free weights will always reign supreme. Yoga, that's a free weight exercise, free body, free movement. Everyone's worrying about HIIT and CrossFit and fucking jumping around doing box jumps. Do yoga. Calm the fuck down. Calm your fucking tits. Do some yoga and lift some damn weights. If you want to feel like you just got raped by a fucking polar bear after every fucking workout, then do CrossFit. That's not what this is all about, just draining yourself all the fucking time. If you want to look a certain way, if you want to build structural integrity, if you want to have functional movement and prepare yourself to not get injured, to be mobile when you're 80 and 90, where do you think this is going, fam? You're going to be in a fucking wheelchair. You think these people that do this extreme exercise are going to be walking in 30 years? Get the fuck out of here. They're going to be crippled. Crippled. They're going to be fucked up. All this shit just got popular in the last 5 or 10 years. That's the thing. You have to remember that all this shit just got popular in the last 5 or 10 years. Imagine what the physical therapy industry is going to look like in 30 years, where all these people from jumping around and doing box jumps on fucking cement and running on pavement and doing 5,000 fucking cleans and all this stupid shit. Imagine what they're going to be like in 30 years. Nursing homes better get ready, invest in nursing homes because people are going to be absolutely crippled when they get older. You need to start thinking about active recovery. You need to take care of your body. That's why I'm all about bodybuilding, which is the even balance, the collaborative balance of all the muscles in the body working together. That and yoga, and you're fucking straight. You're so straight. You want to do additional cardio? You want to play basketball? You want to go cycling? Fine. Enjoy yourself. But what's your goal? What's your goal? Do you want to be a professional cyclist? Do you want to get better at cycling? Then do cycling. Do you want to get better at swimming? Then you have to do swimming. But is that going to help you build the most muscles? Is that going to help you get abs? No. But what do you want? If you want abs, do the right things to get abs or to get you closer to that. You want to build muscle, you got to do the right things to get you closer there. And when it comes to lifting, machines are a tool. They're very valuable. You have to learn a lot about the body and learn about training and learn about yourself and learn about which ones to use and how to use them and which ones you should avoid and all the warning signs. You know, we can't cover all that right now without specific examples, but free weights are king. Free weights are king. And if you are not focusing and your training is not revolved strongly around free weights, you're in the wrong boat. You're in the wrong boat and you got to switch gears really quick. So that leads me again to what I mentioned at the beginning. Those of you that might have just tuned in last minute on Instagram, you're watching on Facebook. It's in the link is in the post description. I don't believe the direct link is in the post description on YouTube, but swolenormousx.com, all my programs, nutrition workshops, yoga classes, everything. If you've downloaded my ebook, if you've seen my anti-diet workshop, you've seen all that shit and you're still on the fence, right now, special offer, 7-day free trial, join the community, join the family. I am literally going so fucking ham with content. I'm so excited to release some stuff. I'm really going back to the basics. I'm going back to the basics. We're going to hammer some awesome shit. Got some really cool stuff I'm going to drop in the private Facebook group that, you know, some live Q&As are going to discuss, do a little state of the swole this week, either tomorrow night. It might be what tomorrow's Thursday. I don't like doing it on Friday. So probably tomorrow night in the private Facebook group, I'll probably talk about this. And also just another heads up, tomorrow evening, the Daily Swole will be on about 7 p.m. Eastern time. Got a special guest going to do a call tomorrow. So those of you that like Float Some Biceps, if you're liking the call-in shows, we're going to do some, it's going to be a great little interview discussion. So that's going to be super cool. So tune in for that, set your alarms and all that good stuff. It'll be tomorrow evening. So I'll give you that heads up right now. So Float Some Biceps, Float Some Guns if you're enjoying the calls. So we're getting a couple more. We'll probably do a few a week, a few a week. These little individual rage shows are great, but it's also great to take some calls and get some feedback from the community, get some more perspective on certain things. So, and the great thing about it is who knows where it's going to go. We'll start out with some topics. We'll take some questions, and the sky is the limit. We don't know where it's going to go. Nobody knows. Nobody knows where the games will go. So any questions? Planet Fitness has a barcode to scan so you can watch it on your phone. That's cool. That might be the only cool thing that Planet Fitness has going for it. Want to be a trainer next year when I retire? One of the many reasons I followed you and joined the fam. Look, personal training is a great field. You're in a gym, you're not in a fucking suit and tie, you're helping people, but it's not easy. I think a lot of people do personal training or they think, hey, I'm going to do personal training. It's not fucking easy. If you're retiring and you already have like some kind of income, it's cool. It's going to be like fun. You don't need the money, but you're doing it because you enjoy it and you're in the gym and you're helping people take a few clients here and there. That's cool. For a career, we can have more discussions and more talks about personal training as a career. And you know me, I'm no bullshit. I'm not gonna sit here and go, rah, rah, be a personal trainer. Yeah, live the life. It's fucking hard. It's fucking hard. So maybe we'll have another like industry show where I mean, I'm not pessimistic. I'm not pessimistic, but I will give you the fucking dirt on that shit. It's really fucking hard. It's really fucking hard. And I think it's like bartending. Everyone's a bartender, everyone's a personal trainer. But to be a successful bartender, what does that mean? A successful bartender. Usually we rate it by money, but you bartend at a really high-end place or you're bartend at a club, one of those big nightclubs down in Miami, and you work 2 nights a week, you make 3 grand a week just because you fucking make $1,000 in tips every, you make a ton. What kind of lifestyle is that, this, and the other. But personal training, sure, you have a lot of freedom. Sure, you can pretty much make your own schedule. It depends if you're going to go for a gym or you're going to do it privately, but we can talk about that later. We'll do that for another episode. But that's a great thing we can get into. If you're interested in that, we can have some discussions. I'm more than willing. If you're a personal trainer, if any of you watching are a personal trainer, send me a message on Facebook, send me a message on Instagram. If you want to possibly be a guest on the show, totally cool. Totally cool. I'm fine with bringing people in the industry in, but don't kid yourself. It's like anything else. You want to be successful at it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Let's see. Lauren Lyons on YouTube. No, no, not cool. I worry about people who are new there with no experience. I mean, kind of great, but still could injure themselves. I think you're talking about what? Getting a first workout with a personal trainer at a gym. Yeah, that could be hit or miss. And that's not to say that people that work at big gyms, that work at Goals or something like that, don't know what they're talking about. That's not true. There are some people that work at chain gyms that know a lot about training, that know a lot about fitness. But we usually get very caught up on, okay, what does this person, for example, what does this person look like? That's cool. But I also know some great personal trainers that are skinny. They look like they don't work out at all, but they're very knowledgeable. I think you need to have both. Who wants to be trained by a fat personal trainer? Who wants to be trained by someone who doesn't look like they're in shape or can fucking do it themselves? That's just me personally. Everyone's different. But that's one of the biases in the industry. It's like any kind of bias. You want to be trained by someone who looks the part, but doesn't mean they know how to pass along that information. That's why a lot of you follow me. It's because I can pass along information. I can explain things well. Not everyone can do that. Lauren, you're talking about the barcode. I worry about people you scan up. Well, look, scanning a barcode and then getting a video of how to do the machine, it's as arbitrary as you going online and looking up a video. Oh, how does this machine work? And look up a video. It's just more direct. It'll just give you exactly that machine. It's actually a really good idea, but no, it doesn't protect someone from getting injured. It definitely doesn't protect someone from getting injured. I would love a personal training with you. Oh, I appreciate that. I don't do personal training. I don't do personal training. Nope. Papa Swole has no private clients. No one has come across that That's just my time is extremely valuable. I don't do in-person training anymore, except for myself, except for old Papa Swolio. Why not? Because I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. It's not what I'm focused on right now. Oliver, you have had some episodes on being a trainer. It was honest and good. That'd be a great topic for a refresher. Yeah, we'll do that again. If I had a trainer, someone who follows you would be a great. Yeah, that would be maybe we'll do that. Oh, hell, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, well, I'll set that up on the docket for an upcoming episode. We'll talk about industry stuff. But yeah, it's a cool industry. It's largely unregulated, just like the supplement industry. Everyone and their mother, brother, sister, cousin's a fucking personal trainer. Everyone knows a personal trainer. And really, all you need to do to be a personal trainer is to say, hey, I'm a personal trainer. Could you get insurance? No. Do you need a certification to train someone in their house? No. I mean, you're liable technically. I mean, if you don't have coverage and all that stuff. But really, you see people training people at parks, like there's no regulation. There's also no minimum standard. You know, when you get a lawyer that's passed a bar exam, they could be shady, they could be sneaky, but they have a minimal competency to be able to be called themselves a lawyer. Same thing with a medical doctor. They have a minimal competency because they passed their medical boards. Personal training, there's a lot of different certifications. And trust me, some of these have very, very low minimum competencies. You're passing a fucking test. Passing a test doesn't mean you're a fucking trainer. You pass an exam. Oh, you got a certification? Cool. You took a test. You memorized some shit and you circled the right questions on the answer. There's no fucking in person or testing. Very few places do that. And if they do, it's usually 1 day or 2 days. Oh, you learn everything in 1 day or 2 days? Yeah, fuck, come on. Come on. The industry is jacked up. Jacked up. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. There's some great trainers out there, but there's a lot of people that call themselves trainers that I wouldn't have them train my fucking dog. I wouldn't let them walk my dog, let alone guide me through a workout. But facts are facts, you know. You have that in every industry. You have that in every industry. And there are many different facets of being a personal trainer and being a good one. So, without getting too far off that topic, because we just talked about that for a while, I'll have to save that for another day because that's a really good topic. That's a really good topic. So, machine training, those of you that are coming in now, coming in towards the end of the show, free weights versus machines, like the machines, but you have to use them appropriately. They're a tool for the gym. They're not to be used all the time. Primarily, I prefer plate loaded machines. I love the free motion cable machines. I love straight cable machines because they have that variety. They have that open chain aspect. But when you start getting into these really rigid machines, pin loaded that just kind of go out or go up, you can put your body easily into a position that's not good for it. If you use those regularly, you may get hurt. Some bloody, terrible gym instructors. Yeah, that's for sure. No doubt. Deborah, I appreciate your time on here, but I can't listen to you and work out in the gym. You're honest and funny. And I busted out laughing like a nut job. Cool. That's awesome. You don't have to listen to me when you work out. How many of you listen to Papa Swolio when you get your pump on? Live gains live? I know a lot of you do the podcast when you're training. I've seen more clowns doing personal training than one that know what they're doing. It's also when you look at someone and let's say you don't know. Let's say you don't know how to be a personal. Let's say you don't know about fitness. The issue, and it's a perpetuating cycle because you might not know what to do properly. So you see them and you don't know that they don't know what they're doing because you don't know. You have to know better in order to determine whether or not they know what they're talking about or what they're doing. And if you're not an expert, you may not know that what they're doing is actually good or for a certain reason. So some of you might look at me in the gym and see some stuff I'm doing is like, what the fuck is he doing? I've never seen that before. It doesn't mean it's bad. Just because you don't know of it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. So unless you're truly immersed in fitness and you're truly an expert and you truly have a lot of experience and you just have a lot of knowledge, that is what being an expert in the field is. That's what it means to be a fitness expert. It means knowing what to do and what not to do and calling out people's bullshit. So when it comes to fitness, my bullshit meter goes off very easily when it comes to any of you that tell me, okay, I want to lose weight. I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do it. I'm so motivated. I'm so excited. It's like, cool, fucking show me. I've heard that so many times. People get so excited and so inspired to work out. You're so inspiring, Papa Swolio. I'm going to change my life today. Cool. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. So many people just talk and say they're going to do stuff. Just fucking do it. Shut up and do it. Shut up and do it. I've been keeping an eye on you lately. I see you. You're a funny cat. Fuck yeah, I am. Swartz, Zachary, you've been keeping an eye on me lately. Creepy, weird, unnecessary, but not illegal. You can watch all Papa Swolio. You can watch me. Watch me all you want. Genevieve, I listen to the podcast when training. I never used to listen to anything but music. Now I like multitasking and learning new things while I'm training. I often like listening to podcasts when I'm training. I do a lot of history podcasts when I'm training. I'll do some business podcasts or cool things. I always like to learn something. When I train, I just zone out. A lot of times I'll play some fucking music I have to think about. Every time, everything is different. Sometimes certain exercise, I'll listen to certain things. I'll listen to podcasts when I do calves, but I'll listen to zone out music when I'm doing the rest of it. Depends. Also depends that if I'm filming a virtual trainer for Swolenormous X, I don't listen to I put different stuff on. I put different stuff on because I'm talking and I'm leading you through a workout. Papa Swole wants more friendly stalkers. If you're friendly, fine. One of the things I hate to see is new clients who are obese being put to do plyometric work. Yes, just to grade their joints more, please. That's a stupid shit. That's the problem with a lot of stuff with CrossFit or these boot camp classes. You have people that are obese or just out of shape. It doesn't even matter if you're obese. If they have improper movement patterns and they're jumping, you're gonna fuck themselves up. That's nauseating shit. That's stupid. Very rarely do you need to apply plyometric stuff. Who needs to fucking jump up on a box? Give me a fucking break. Reactive work is fine, but I mean, you don't need to do box jumps, especially not that high. It's just unnecessary. What bothers me is people that jump down from the box. If you jump up, step down. Don't jump down and boom, and then your knees just yank. Just see like ACLs and meniscus and just everything just that reverberation up through their body. Hey, you can't help everyone, and they're the ones that are gonna have to deal with that when their discs are jacked up and their knees are fucked up in 10, 15 years. Deborah, I'm very careful with my body posture. I lift slow and steady and see some people lifting super fast and bent over like, well, it depends. There's always a different application. I know you weren't being too descriptive with that comment, but it depends. Let's see what we got here. Cool. So my bacon over there is calling to me, like it's wafting in my nose piece. It's wafting my nose piece. So we're wrapping this up again right before we leave here. Remember tomorrow's episode, call in show. It's going to be a great conversation. So be there tomorrow night, 7 p.m., about 7 p.m. Eastern time. So you can catch me there, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And for those of you that are still getting your shit together and you want to hook in, like now is the time. Now is the time to hook in to Papa Swolio and family, swolenormousx.com right now. I can't tell you how long this is going to last. It's going to go fast because I really have a limited number of spots I want to allow in for this. But 7-day free trial, swolenormousx.com. Don't wait on that. Join the family. Unlimited instant access to all my content, all my programs and yoga classes. If you are hesitant and not sure if yoga is really something that you need, you hear me talking about it, you're on the fence, you've never done a class, fucking do it. Do it. Do it. Go there, swolenormousx.com and hook in today. You will be so upset at yourself once you start doing yoga, once you start doing these mobility movements and mobility exercises, you are going to be like, why haven't I been doing this my entire life? I'm telling you, that's how everyone feels. Drop a comment if you're in Swolenormous X or have any experience starting your yoga, especially those of you that are already in Swolenormous X and you've done it and you're thinking, and you're just like kicking yourself once you've done it And you're like, man, that's why you've been talking about it so much. I wish I'd been doing this for years and years and years. Drop in the comments right now because most of you have had that experience. I had that experience. Everyone does. Everyone does. Yoga's like the weird thing. And then you start it, like, shit, this is completely different than I thought it was. And it helps me so much. Um, GM Sal. I don't even know how to pronounce whatever that screen name is on Instagram. Does Swolenormous X does it have mostly training with free weights? Plan on getting next week, but want to make sure I can do it. Yeah, you can do it all at home. You can do it all at home. All my workouts, like if you have some free weights, you can do it all home. It's every once, like on in the 90-day dash program, there's like one exercise, like a pec deck machine, but you can just do a pinch press or a dumbbell fly. I don't use machines myself, so I really don't use machines in any of my virtual training or any of my workouts or the program vault. I don't do any, very rarely machines. Or if I do, I'll do something that most people will have, or you'll have an exercise you could swap in for it. Alfonso Porras, will yoga help with my bad back? You know, I can't tell you 100% what anything will do, but I'll be damned if it doesn't help your back. Like your back is bad or quote bad, most likely because you're not creating that core integrity with your glute activation, mobility in the hip joint, mobility in the thoracic spine, and yoga helps with all of that. I can tell you that myself, I've drastically, since I started doing yoga, improved my back mobility and my tension in my lower back. I can't even count on both hands. Like it's so many people that have started the yoga protocol or yoga classes in Swolenormous X and elsewhere, eliminated lower back pain completely. Now, your situation could be more unique, but yoga absolutely, absolutely helps with lower back tension and pain in most cases. I can't guarantee anything. That'd just be wrong to be like, yes, absolutely. But yeah, it's so great in rebalancing the body, which is usually the cause, or the lack of balance, usually cause of having lower back pain to begin with. Years and years, I wish I had years and years, I wish I had back to add yoga. Vince on Facebook. I know, man. I know. I need to do more yoga. It's so good for you, Lauren, on YouTube. I just started. Tony, good for all of you. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It makes my ruptured disc feel better. Yeah, because you're taking pressure off. Turn you into a flexible yoga cat. Flexible yoga cat. Meow. Yoga cat. Genevieve. Ooh, got a little paragraph going here. Let's read this. Genevieve, for the past 12 years, I've gone through waves of focusing only on yoga, then only on weight training. I tended to go all out to the extreme with both. Over the past year or so, I've been incorporating both into my plans, alternating weight training with yoga in my schedule. It's a mental game for me, but my longevity and energy are so worth the transition. You're not the only one, G, that's done either all yoga or all weights. When you combine it, is when you really see the huge difference. When you combine both of them, that's when you really, you know, it really exposes what the benefits of yoga. Because when you combine them with weight training, then just all bets are off. It's just freaking lit. It's lit. Do you recommend taking a yoga class before doing it at home? I always feel like I don't have proper form. You can. A lot of members of Swolenormous X do yoga classes in person as well as at home. So that's up to you. But when you join Swolenormous X, there's a beginner starter yoga class you can practice, and all the yoga classes ramp up. So there's different levels in the 90-day dash. They're about 20-25 minute yoga classes, which you can repeat if you want to do them longer. And there's a whole other section in Swolenormous X that's just titled yoga classes. And there's level 1, level 2, there's yin yoga, there's props where you use towels and bands and blocks to enhance your practice. So, and I'm adding another beginner class. I believe this week or next week is going to be another class. So you can do it in a, I just want you all to start doing yoga. That's why I make it accessible. And some members of Swolenormous X do yoga classes, but when they travel, they have it with Swolenormous X. So you can add both. There's no bad type of yoga, but you're going to find an instructor that you like. You'll find a place that you like to go to. You'll find a flow that you like. Some people like working out at home. Some people don't like working out at home. You can go to a park. That's the great thing about what we've created here as a community and with Swolenormous X is that you can take your phone to a park, put out your yoga mat, and then play the video in a park and put your headphones on, or don't use headphones, just use like your iPad or something like that. So It's mobile. You can take it anywhere. All you need is internet. Boom, turn it on. Bam, yoga class. So do it in a yoga studio. Do it at home. As long as you're doing it, just like fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Mark Hudson on Facebook. I do yoga every day within 3 minutes of waking up. Never felt better. Good for you, man. Good for you. Within 3 minutes. I like how specific that is. 3 minutes. Like alarm goes off. He wakes up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. I gotta cut my pee short. I gotta do yoga. You drop into a downward dog instantly. All right, fam. That's it for old Papa Swole. The bacon is calling, and more editing and more shit that I want to put in. Time I want to put into to X and some stuff I want to throw up. So those of you that are bye bye, enjoy your bacon. I shall. So thank you so much for joining for the quadcast. Twitch.tv/Swolenormous, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And remember, right now, what's going on, special trial offer, 7 days for free, 7-day trial, swolenormousx.com. Check it out. Don't wait on this. Grab it while it lasts. And I will see you inside Swolenormous X. So peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 out. Thank you for joining me for 719. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, about 7 p.m. Eastern time for the live call. It's going to be lit. It's going to be freaking lit. I'll see you all then. Peace out, Instagram. Bye-bye. Facebook. Sayonara. Goodbye. YouTube. Slaters.